I'm hungry. This is going to be a treat today. Lonesome Cowboy Biscuits. Now, my grandmother made something like this, but I'm going to be using today a special ingredient that my grandmother didn't use. Let's find out if these are going to be tasty and delicious just like hers. These Lonesome Cowboy Biscuits, she made them. They were delicious. I loved them. I've got my cast iron skillet going, my camp stove. Let's let this warm up just for a minute. We're gonna start by browning some sausage. Now, do refer to my recipe on how much the ingredients are, because I think this is about 175 grams, but check that recipe down below. I'm gonna use just a little bit of oil on the bottom of the pan. I don't want that to stick. And sometimes sausage can stick, but I need my pan to just heat up really well. You want a hot cast iron skillet. I'm gonna evenly distribute the oil on the bottom. All right, in goes my sausage. Let's get this browned, 175 grams. All right, I want that to brown. Gray is not your friend. You want this meat to brown a little bit on the bottom. I feel like this would be such a great start to gravy. Yesterday, I made wonderful Southern style sausage gravy. It was so good. But I had regular Southern biscuits, not these Lonesome Cowboy biscuits. I do have my oven preheating. I have it set to 450 degrees. I like my biscuits to cook really quickly. I don't want them to sit at a lower temperature because it can dry your biscuits out. You don't want a dry biscuit. Not really, not really. Now, I do not want to over brown this. This is on a medium-high heat. I don't want to over brown it because it could get too crispy in the biscuit and be hard. So we just want it done with a little bit of color. And I can see a little bit of color on this, so I'm gonna turn that off. Because remember, this has to go in the oven and bake. We're gonna be adding this to the biscuits. Here, I'm just gonna add in my poblano peppers. This is that secret ingredient I told you about. This is just a poblano pepper. I've de-seeded it, removed the puffy parts out of it. I'm just gonna put it in here because this will go into the mixture later. And this will help those just start to cook. And they'll get that wonderful sausage flavor, and the sausage will pick up flavors from the poblanos. All right, that's all that needed to do because these will cook in the oven. Tasty looking, it smells delicious already. All right, let's go ahead and get this sausage out of the pan. I'm gonna pop it back into my container. This is gonna be used in the biscuit dough process. I'm set up, I'm gonna pop my all-purpose flour. This is all-purpose flour. I'm gonna pop it into my food processor. Get in there. Now I wanna come in with my extra ingredients. This is salt. In goes the baking powder, the baking soda, and I'm using some red pepper chili flakes. Remember, I de-seeded and took the puffy parts out of my poblano, and this is gonna add a little bit of heat. And I like these to have a little bit of unexpected kick. So in go the pepper flakes. Let's pop this in. I wanna get these dry ingredients thoroughly mixed. Beautiful, beautiful. Now let's push this to the side. This is my butter. I think I'm gonna work my butter in. Let's take this out. Drop it into my mixing bowl. Now, in with the butter. This is straight out of the freezer. And I did grind this butter by hand on a little grinder. Grated, you would say. I grated this butter. In it goes. Now I wanna just stir that into my mixture, my flour mixture. And I want to work fairly quickly here so that my butter's nice and cold. When butter heats up, it kind of explodes. It really does. If you've ever heated butter in a microwave, it can explode really quickly, make a mess, make sure it's covered. This is aged sharp white, extra sharp white cheddar cheese, and I'm just breaking it up. This is cold. This is going to be a good Lonesome Cowboy cheesy biscuit. Give it a stir. And then I want to come back in with my sausage and my poblano peppers. Let's give that a stir. And this will coat the sausage and flour. And then this is cold buttermilk. I have, a little bit over a cup. I don't want to put all of that in initially. Let's just stir it in and see how much I need. I want this just to be a shaggy dough, and I don't want to really overwork it. If you overwork your dough, sometimes you could get a tough, chewy biscuit. Just want to get those pieces of flour and goodness off the bottom. And that's looking good. I think I have enough. Let me bring my flour over because I want to flour my hand and get this off. So I have a seal mat. I could work on my chopping board, cutting board, but I love that this is easy cleanup. The seal mat just makes everything so easy. Get a little bit of flour on my seal mat so that my bread won't stick. And then let's get this out. And we're gonna give this a couple of rolls. We're gonna fold this. Get some flour on my hand, put some on the top of my bread. Oh, this is looking good. Now I just want to bring it over, reflour the surface, pat it back out. We're going to fold this a couple of times. And I'm taking this down to about, a half inch or so. And then we're going to pat this back up. I like to rotate it. I like to kind of keep it uniform. That's just me. Pat it out. And then my grandmom would have used her hands to just really pull off a perfect biscuit. But I'm gonna use a bread cutter. Let me clean my hands up and I'll grab that bread cutter. We're getting close, we're getting close. All right, so this is looking good. I have my bread cutter, I'm gonna flour that. And I wanna put just a little bit of flour on the top of this to keep my bread cutter from sticking. All right, now this is probably about half an inch, well, about an inch, I would say. I want my biscuits to be, nice, tall. So it looks to be about an inch. Don't twist, pull that out, beautiful. Over to the pan, and I'm using the same pan that I had before that we cooked the poblano pepper and sausage in. I can hear the crunch of those peppers. Now let's put this together. I want to make another one, get another one in. And then I think what I'll do with this is make what we call a cat head biscuit. And I'm just going to roll this over with my hands and form this into a beautiful biscuit, hand formed. And I'm just going to give them a slight pat so that they're positioned in the pan. This goes into my preheated oven. The oven, again, I like it around 450 degrees, but keep a watch on your biscuit. I normally cook these anywhere from 16 to 20 minutes. But do watch, because ovens vary by how they're made, how they heat, how quickly they bake, and altitude comes into play. So we're going to put these, and we'll be right back with the finished product. My biscuits are fresh out of the oven. They smell absolutely delicious. I'm going to go ahead and put a little butter on top. I definitely like to butter the biscuit. Now I have melted this butter. This is an unsalted butter. Same kind of butter that I used in the biscuit, unsalted. Oh, I can hear the sizzle. Remember that cast iron pan is hot. It's going to retain a lot of heat. You can hear the sizzle. All right, I want to save a little bit of that for the inside of my biscuit. I definitely like a little extra butter on the inside. All right, let's take one of these out of the pan. Ooh, they're so pretty. I don't know which one to take. Oh, that's hot. Oh, so lovely. I'm gonna use my fork to cut this open. I can smell that cheddar cheese. Hot and beautiful. I can see all that sausage. Dab a little bit of extra butter on here. Let's go in for a taste test, because really, you know, this is the proof of it all. If it don't taste good, you know, you have to move on. I can see those poblano peppers. Let's give it a try. Gonna blow on this, it's very hot. The sausage, the poblano peppers. I get just a little bit of heat from those the red pepper flakes that I put in. Oh my gosh. Did I make enough? Did I make enough? As long as I've got plenty for you and I. I'm loving these. Call your mama. Call your friends. Tell them about this recipe. These Lonesome Cowboy biscuits, so delicious. Write this recipe down. You're gonna wanna make these again and again. I love them. You will too. Bye. I'm gonna finish this.